Hey there YouTube, Mateo Man here with another how-to on Ravenfield. So this is going to be a top level how-to where we're going to walk through the entirety of the game in the play mode, the various mods we could do, and the map editor. Now this is a wonderful battle simulator, so we're going to do an instant action, and let's just jump into a simple level such as rafts. We have all of these defaulted levels built in, but as the modding community grows and the custom levels build, you can go ahead and select between any of those shown here in this menu here, where you'll have all your custom content. What's great about Ravenfield as well is the way that we set up our players' team and the bots. So in this case, I could toss in a ton of bots, right? We could have 500 of them, or in this case, I'm going to keep it simple and say 80. That'll be 40 per team. Ravenfield as a battle sim makes it so we could also switch up the various weapons that are allowed. So I'm going to look over these weapons and say, let's use one of my default loadouts, such as ground conflict. That makes it so we shouldn't have anything too overpowered. I could also toggle all of the vehicles on or off. And we could also turn on mutators that make it so that the game is a little more custom. But with these basic settings, this will be good to show it off. Right off the bat, let's go ahead and set ourselves up with a weapon from the Assault class, Marksman, Close Quarters, or Stealth. And I think the Assault's going to serve us well. We'll go ahead and keep these the way they are, but that's all your different weapon slots, and here's the map where we'll select where we're going to spawn. Right when I click deploy, we see all of our teammates jumping in. We got 40 AI teammates jumping right into this combat sim. And right off the bat, we can hear that gunfire. They're getting into it. Over this hill right here, we should start to see the red team start to flow over. And oh boy, we're going to run through the smoke, and we'll see what happens on the other end. Oh, and there we are. The red team knocked me down and eventually took me out. So that gives us a nice little summary where we can now jump into a different character, where in this game type it now makes it so that we jump in as pretty much any given character that we can get our hands on. And the enemy sending in some reinforcements we'll have to watch out for in the air. Now that's for this particular game type. Let's go ahead and check out some of the other features of just the how-to. Now I've got my secondary weapons, grenades, and pretty much everything else you would expect in a battle sim. But let's check out some of the fun stuff of the modding community. So from the mods, we can go into the Steam workshop, or you could just have a local number of mods that you have configured right here. If I wanted to turn on a Valkyrie or this MH-53 helicopter, those will now pop up as available helicopters. That'll show up in the modding list. Or the dubstep gun or the hand. Many different things that make it so that this game is very entertaining and ever evolving. Next up from mods, we also have the map editor. So right here we could create a new map. I'll load one that I've built before and make it so that we can now build a custom map to go ahead and play and test out. Right here, this is a custom map I built quite some time ago with a simple 5 points to it, a red and a blue base. And if I go play right now, I can actually test my custom map live. Now I'll go ahead and save all the information, and sure enough, it's going to generate all the navigation messages and all the planning that goes in for all the AI to be able to play it. But now I have a custom map built in a battle sim, and I can test it out with real AI players to see how well this works out. Now right here, if I open up the map, we can see all of the different players running throughout here trying to capture those spawning points. And we're going to take our teammate right here, and we're going to run across this direction, see how far we can get to taking these points over here. Ooh, quite a few enemies right off the bat. Uh-oh. One guy's still over there. Ooh, he got a good shot right on me. Let's see if we can turn the tide of battle before we end up taking a nosedive here. You'll notice that in this game, you are equally matched against the enemies. One shot hit me and it almost knocked me out of the game right off the bat, just as easily as it is for these guys. Oof. For example, that was a grenade that took me down. And with that, I think that was a good example of Ravenfield and the simple how-tos that took you through everything here. If you go and visit their website or anything else, you can see here the roadmap has quite a few things building up for the future of Ravenfield as it grows. And it will continue to grow with that modding community in the way that this wonderful little battle simulator is set up. Alright, well this was Mateo Man. I hope you enjoyed this. This was always fun to do, of doing these how-tos on some of these great games that I enjoy to play. So, with that said, stay safe, and feel free to like, subscribe, and if you have any comments on this, by all means comment in the video. I do check those out. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.